Susie Orman goes to a woman by the name of Phyllis Shelton, who I consider the expert on long-term care in the entire United States.
Hello, I'm Phyllis Shelton, and I am so delighted to introduce my good friend, Rhonda Bills, to you today. She's on our team of specialists for Susie Orman families and anyone else, and she has such a broad background. She lives in the heartland of the country in Iowa, and her mama was a geriatric nurse. And she just grew up with all of this medical information. And then she really got into helping families plan for long-term care way back in 1996. And then I was fortunate enough to meet her in 2010 in a class I was doing at that time. So she can work with other professionals. She works with all sorts of associations. She speaks regularly. And you are going to be so happy to work with Rhonda. And Rhonda, can you tell us a little bit about why you have become so committed to helping families plan for long-term care?
You know, growing up, Phyllis, my mom, as you said, was a nurse at the veterans home, and my dad was a farmer. So when she would come home from work and she would talk about nursing shortages, quality care, staffing issues, and then I would go in on her days off, and you would see these residents standing at the counter screaming, "I want a cigarette, I want a cigarette." And I didn't understand as a kid, but then you learn later that they were talking about spending down. They had no more assets. And so what do men in a facility want? They want their cigars, but the nurses had to ration out how many they could have. And they knew if they wanted a cigar, they had to go to the nurses station. And so, it didn't appear to me till later when I was working at Kirk Van Orsdale, now Marsh McLennan, servicing these members of these associations, talking about medical, long-term care, and extended event and how it was affecting the families. And that's when everything just kind of clicked for me. And I'm like, wow, this is all the stuff that I grew up with, saving and helping people's life from a financial, physical, and emotional burden.
So firsthand experience, starting with your parents and then as you grew up. As we say in the South, it don't get no better. So thank you, Rhonda, and I'm so proud to have you on our team.
Thank you, Phyllis.